Hello, students. Who is buenas noches?
I have no idea. Hi. Hi, Ernesto.
Hi.
How are you?
Angela is buenas noches. No. Hi, Angela.
No.
Who is buenas noches?
I'm not sure who is Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Could you identify yourself, please?
Hello. I'm sorry that I.
Julian.
This is Julian. Julian Lozano.
Okay.
It says
I
Buenas
have-
noches.
I know. I have to switch this because I did it once, and I actually. I mean, I will manage to change my name.
Yes, because if you get into a forum and they don't know your name, maybe they won't accept you. Okay. Okay. Here is Juliana. Okay.
Hi, Juliana.
Hi, how are you?
Juan
Doing well, and you?
is here. Excellent. Hello, Juan Manuel. Hello, Margarita. Wow, Angela, many people are coming to your forum. Hello, Alejandra.
Hi, Ernesto. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Okay, wow, excellent, many people. Okay, Angela, before starting, I want to thank you very much for your participation. I really appreciate this, no, because I think that the forum is something very important for all of you. No, it's a very good way.
Bueno, Espina, no veo buenas noches.
Juan? Hi, Juan. Okay.
Espere.
So, okay, thank you very much, okay? No, Angela. Okay,
Yeah,
please,
I hope to do well, though.
the ones that don't know Angela, okay, Angela is a new student, or no, not anymore. She's been with me for over a month. She lives in Chile, okay, and she works in a company. What's the name of the company?
Compass Group.
Compass Group. No, she's...
Yeah, but there are two Compass Groups. It's one that it's about like food and all that stuff, and Compass Group that is about that is the one that I work.
Okay. Yes, she's Colombian and she's been living in Chile since 2016. No? Well, before going to Angela, she's going to be talking about Chile and her experiences in Santiago. I want the ones that she doesn't know to introduce them yourself. I think, well, you know Juan, you know Julian, you don't know Igiala. Igiala, welcome back. How are you? Igiala?
Hello. But Angela, she already, I was in a forum with her.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, when we were talking about the lottery.
Yes.
Okay.
I consider my introduction is not needed. And
Okay.
thank you for my welcome.
Okay, yes, welcome. You were on a very nice vacation. Okay, so Juan David. You don't know Juan David, Angela. So please, Juan David, a very brief introduction. Hello, Juan David. Hello. No, I guess he hasn't there. Do you know Alejandra, my student from Washington?
She was at the forum about the lottery as well. I don't.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you were there. Yeah, I remember you. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I guess that the only one that you don't know is Juan David, but I don't know what happened to him. Okay, anyway, let's move it because time is gold, like they say in Colombia. Okay, Angela, so please
Yeah,
Welcome.
but I have a presentation, but it says that you have to allow me, I guess. Host disable
Yes, yes.
participant screen
Sorry.
sharing, please. Yeah.
Yes. There it is. You got the authorization. Yes, you remember my daughter Juliana, no?
Yeah, she was there last Sunday, I
Last
guess.
quarter. Yes, yes, she
Yeah.
was. Hi,
Yes.
Juliana.
Hi, Angela. Hi, everyone. How are you today?
Okay.
Oh, are you guys seeing my screen?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. So please let me know if I start to talk very fast. I will try to talk a little bit slow, but I mean, I can change the piece without even notice. So,
Mhm. Yes, try not to go so fast, please.
yeah.
Normal speed.
Oh, there's Juan David. I don't know Juan David.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm so sorry. I had a problem with the speaker of my computer, of my laptop, so I cannot hear you, but now I can. So I'm just going to start so fast. Hi, my name is Juan David. I'm 16 years old. I'm on 11th grade, and I'm with Mr. Ernesto because he's helping me with my IELTS exam that I'm going to present in November this year. And well, I hope to enjoy your forum. Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
thank you. Thank you. Hi, Juan David. Nice to meet you too.
Okay. Okay, and before you
So,
start, we have here another new student. She's Natalia. Okay, Natalia, good afternoon. Please, could you introduce yourself? A very brief introduction. Hello. Are you there, Natalia? Well, I guess no. Okay, let's no more interruptions. Okay, Angela, the forum is yours.
okay, well, hi everyone. Thanks for connecting in today. So I'm going to talk about Chile mainly. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, so why I'm here in Chile? So I start to work in a Compass Group, the company that actually I'm working still. So they offer me a job position here in 2016. So since 2016, I've been living here in Santiago. It's a company that works in the finance sector. So I was working there like as a risk analyst in the global solutions unit part of the company. And now um, I'm switching to another area and I'm working in the alternative investments. So this is what I'm doing here. So if you don't know, if you want to come to Chile, it will be a 6-hour flight. So I didn't expect it was that long. I thought that would be a little smaller flight, but actually I feel sometimes that it actually a pretty long flight. So I'm going to talk about what I really like about Chile. It's been almost 5 years. So I've been having the opportunity to visit some stuff, to meet people, Chileans and foreigners. So it's been very interesting. But I chose 3 topics that I want to talk about that for me, it's like the most important parts of Chile. The first one, of course, Chilean wine. I think that is something that they are really good at it. And well, they have a pretty good wine. It's not expensive. You can have a bottle of wine for $10, maybe less, and actually a very good wine. So they have so many wine yards. It's been really interesting for me to know about the wine. I mean, in Colombia, or actually myself, I wasn't that fan of the wine, but now I've been learning more, and I think that is something pretty interesting, and it has a lot of history. It has so many different kinds of wine, so I've been learning about that. It's something that I really enjoy. The second thing that I want to talk about is about the national like holiday season, that like the Independence Day here. They celebrate this holiday in September, for me, it remembers me Colombia because it's like that part of the year where Chileans are very, very happy. You know, most of the time they're not that happy, or sometimes they can. You can feel that Chileans are a little bit like cold people, but if you come here in September, they are in another mood. They are really happy. They are so excited about the holidays coming. So it's really, really nice. I think that for me, it's that season that remembers me Colombia in December. So it's something like that. And the third, the last point that I want to talk about, it's about the landscapes. As you know, Chile is a very long country, as we could see here. So if you want to go to the north to the south, it will be around like six-hour flight. So as long as you cross different kind of areas, you have different kinds of landscapes. So it's something that I actually enjoy. So first, I want to talk about like Chilean wine. It's been like the main, like as I said here, like French people immigrate to Chile during the late 20th century. So they bring all the vinicultural knowledge to the country. So it's something that Chileans are been working on for a very long time. So you can find different kind of wines. And for this reason, they are now the fifth largest exporter of wine in the world, and the seventh largest producer. So it's really a competitive wine, mainly. Oh, right now, one of the biggest markets they export wine is to China. I didn't know that, and actually China is investing here in Chile, so it's something that really freaks me out. I think that China is everywhere now, but they are doing investment here in Chile. So they have bought some vineyards, they buying a lot of wine from Chile. And what is interesting about here, so when my family comes to visit me, of course, we have to drink some wine. So they've been working on this. So they have like two main sources of income when they produce wine. One is when they, of course, when they produce the grape and all the stuff, like the vineyards. But at the same time, they have too many tours in the different vineyards. So it's a pretty nice trip when foreigners coming to go to visit there. So I have here some pictures when my family came. The first one is Julian, but he's actually here. So he went to Conchaitoro. Actually, this was a very nice visit because he came in May, during May, and he was the only one in the tour. He went to Conchaitoro, so he could enjoy the tour by himself. And then my parents came and we went there again to Conchaitoro. And when they came later, we went to another vineyard in one of the main lands of when Chile produces wine in Colchagua. So we went there to visit Viumanent wine, to Viumanent company. It was pretty interesting because it's one of the oldest vineyards that Chile has. And it's like they've been trying to keep that production like more like kind of all like try to more, how do I say that, like traditional, you know? So they have different kind of stuff there. They have a pretty good restaurant. So we really had a good time. So Colchagua is one of the main parts where Chile produces wine. So this on here. The second thing that I want to talk about is the Independence Day. If I call the holiday in Spanish, will be like Fiestas Patrias. Actually, the picture right here is my colleagues dancing at the office. That was pretty interesting for me because really they decorate the office. It's like a big, huge event. So they celebrate during 2 days, 17 and 18 of September. But for example, if 17 and 18 is like Thursday and Wednesday, they will give you the Monday off. So sometimes during some years, you will have 5 days off. For me, that was insane. I mean, for me, it was like holiday, like the Holy Week. It was like, I don't really understand that, but well, they really celebrate that. As I mentioned here, like the Christmas, for me, is like that season of the year where they really enjoy being Chileans. I, for me, was actually kind of shocking because it doesn't matter where you work, what you do, you really have to celebrate this. Everybody like gathers together, like drink a lot, eat a lot. It's just a huge celebration. The stuff that they mainly eat during these holidays, empanadas. They have like this kind of traditional empanadas. They really enjoy to have that during this holiday. And also something that they call like terremoto, that it's a drink, very sweet for me, but it has like a very cheap wine and with ice cream, with pineapple ice cream. So they make that stuff and they drink this. It's they drink this and they go to something that they call like ferias. So in that ferias, they dance something that it's called here cueca. So people like youngest to the oldest, they dance cueca. It's like the main dance during this holiday. So if you see here, there are some kids, they celebrate at school, at the office, like everywhere, celebration. And actually, it's myself in the middle of this picture. I was with some friends. They invited me over uh, to their farm. There's like a countryside. It was pretty interesting for me. We were there like 5 days, as I told you. It was like 2 years ago. So it was pretty fun. I guess that I ate too much. I drank too much, but it was pretty fun to see them like enjoying themselves. And well, yeah, that was about Fiestas Patrias. And finally, my third point is about what you can visit if you come to Chile someday. As I said, it has many different views, like from the north to south. It has like the desert. It has like many rivers, many waterfalls, so many stuff. I'm going to show you some stuff that I have visited during the last 5 years. Thanks God, I have the chance to travel a lot. So it's been pretty interesting. So I want to start from the north to the country, so from north of Atacama Desert. The particularity of this desert is the driest desert in the world. What this actually means is that it's very dry, like on the surface, but under the ground, it has some water. So it's difficult if you compare this with Egypt desert, for example, to the Cairo and that stuff. Because I mentioned this because like more kind of like 2 years ago, it was something that for me was very particular, that it was like many flowers. There were many flowers at the desert because of this. There was like a rainy season, and this rainy season plus the water that was in the underground helps to blow those kind of flowers that we saw here. So I was there, and it was pretty like nice. You don't imagine like seeing you're being in a desert with so many flowers around, with different kind of colors. It was pretty fun. So this kind of things doesn't happen like that much. What I read was that it was about like every 7 years, but I had the chance, so I just wanted to show you that. The other thing, when we come to the center of the country, to Santiago and the surrounding towns, actually what I really like is that you have the sea like 2 hours driving. I think that this is something that we don't have in Colombia, or well, you will have to be living in the north of the country. But in Bogota, if you want to go to Cartagena, you have to take a flight or something like that. Here, you will have to get your car and drive 2 hours. So this picture here, the second one, we went to Viña del Mar. Viña del Mar is like 1 hour and a half driving. It has actually a pretty good beach. The only point is that the beaches here, they are not like in Colombia. The water, it's not warm at all. It's actually very, very cold. So it's like the trip to go to the beach, but it's not like getting into the beach, because, or maybe you can, but it's not something that I actually enjoy. But you can like go surfing and all that kind of stuff. Other things that you can do here is visit another towns. The first one is like the Yeso Reservoir that is close here, like 2 hours driving, kind of. And it has a very good view. It's nice. It's kind of with a lot of nature, so it's very, very interesting. If you want to have like a disconnection to get off of your daily routine, you can go to visit this place. And this one is another national park that it's called Siete Tazas. It has like a lot of rivers and waterfalls. This picture was when one friend from Colombia, when she came to visit, so it was pretty nice. This trip, actually, it's not that short. It's around like 5 hours driving. For me, I was there just one day. It was pretty long, but it has just a great view. It's really, really nice. And this last picture over here, Santiago, Chile, has the biggest pool in the world. So this blue thing that you see here is like the biggest pool, and the stuff like behind that, it's the sea, the Pacific Ocean. So it was, for me, it was pretty like surprised to find the biggest pool in the world in front of the sea. So I don't understand that, but well, it's really a huge pool. Actually, you can do like some swimming sports there, because it's huge. You don't imagine, but it's very, very huge, and it's like the pool and the sea behind. So it actually has a very nice view. So this pool is in Algarrobo. Algarrobo has a pretty good restaurant, and it is like 2 hours or 2 hours and a half driving. If we are like in the middle of the country, but we go to the Pacific Ocean, we will find Easter Island. I really, really enjoyed this trip. I feel that it has a special energy. People that live there, they're called like Rapa Nuis. Rapa Nuis, their characteristic or their life is more similar to the like Indonesia, those kind of the islands that are in the Pacific. They don't feel Chileans. When they talk about Chile, they talk about the country. They they really live like in their own world. The Easter Island is a pretty small island. You can cross one point to another point in 3 hours driving. I guess that less, like 1 hour and a half driving. But I really enjoyed this trip. There are these here, they call these like rocks, like moais. There is one moai that actually they're trying to get back, that is in one of the London museums. Most of all this history, it's not here now, because of global warming. Most of those structures are not in the are like getting old, like the shape, it's not the same like tons of years ago, but it's actually a pretty interesting trip. The flight to Easter Island is about like 4 hours from Santiago. I found that is a pretty long flight to be close to Santiago. But if you have the chance, you really have to go. I really have a pretty good time there. And finally, if we keep coming down, we'll be in the south, in Chilean Patagonia. I guess that the most interesting things that I have ever done so fast is like walk actually to the top of a volcano and actually see the lava. So the picture in the middle is the lava. I got there to the top of the volcano, to the Villarrica volcano. I went there with a Colombian friend that she came to visit. We were walking, I guess, like 6 hours to get to the top. It was pretty challenge, but for me it was amazing. I, like when we talk about lava and volcanoes, I never imagined, like, like seeing the lava. The smell is pretty intense, but well, I mean, I needed to show you this. I guess that was one of those things that it will be like forever in my mind. And if you see behind, like in the first picture, there are a lot of volcanoes, but from Argentina. So this is the Patagonia. You will find so many volcanoes in the Patagonia from Argentina and from Chile. So well. And as long, I mean, we have so many volcanoes, but we have so many rivers and lakes in this part of the country. So it's pretty nice. The water sometimes looks like green, very clean, like, of course, too cold. So when my family came here, we went to some of those small towns. Those small towns have the particularity that Germans came here like from I guess that the First World and the Second World War. So this part of the country have many German traditions. So our little country village are really nice. They have so many like cakes, very delicious. So we went there with my family. The first picture here is in Puerto Varas. It's a pretty small town, but very nice. The second one here, I don't remember now the name. Let me see. Well, I will remember. And with my brother, we went down to the very south and we took that picture there. And actually, you can cross to Argentina by bus. So we did there. We crossed this huge mountain by bus. But so this last picture here is when we went to the top, and we were like in the frontier between Argentina and Chile. It was pretty nice. So that will be for my side. I hope you understand everything, and please, you're welcome all the questions.
Thank you, Angela. My name is Claudia. I have one question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Sometime I was in Chile to I visit Puerto Montt. I don't remember the name, Puerto Varas and Puerto Montt.
You have
And
to, yeah.
maybe it's two together or near. I don't remember. But always I remember a specific food. What the name is chupe de loca, or I don't know what is the specific name, but it's an a food for sea, and it's delicious. And my question in conclusion is Chile the main food is a food from the sea, or I don't know, because when I stay in many places, bring me a seafood. I don't know is the traditional in Chile. This is the first, and the second, the the culture for the wine is because the farm had an special or traditional for the wine, or why is famous the wine in Chile.
Okay, thank you, Claudia. So just to let you know, when you go to Puerto Varas, you have to go to Puerto Montt, the airport. The closest airport is in Puerto Montt. So there you have to go by bus or driving like 1 hour to Puerto Varas. And I guess that the food you're talking about is chupe de jaiba.
Yes.
That, yeah, it's a traditional dish, and but like across the country. The first question, I wouldn't say that like the mainly food, it's about seafood. I guess that the point is that many Peruvians immigrate to Chile a lot of time ago. So Chile has a lot of Peruvian culture in their food, you know. Um, I I cannot say what is the traditional food because I guess that it depends of the region. I mean, it's not like in
Okay.
Colombia that we have plenty of several dishes, but I will say like empanadas always, all of the time. They have empanadas and another stuff that is called sopaipillas. Sopaipillas is
Yes.
like the it's like an arepa, but they have that for September as well. And if you when we went to the south, we had like a soup with a lot of potatoes because in the south they have different kinds of traditional potatoes. So, but
Okay.
I'm not sure about the main dish. Sorry, I missed that
Okay.
one because I try to eat salad all the time. So I cannot answer that question.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you,
No, you're
Angela.
very welcome.
Angela, please, could you turn back the presentation so we can see bigger? No,
Oh,
yes.
oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to stop sharing. Oh, yeah, yeah, there.
Go.
The picture is are beautiful and beautiful river.
Yeah, I mean, my family, they really love the south. It's pretty nice.
Yes. Thank you, Angela.
No, you're
Okay.
welcome.
Who who has a question, please, to Angela, or a congratulations?
Me, Ernesto, and
Alejandra?
thank you, Angela. This is a really nice presentation. So thank you for sharing with us your experience and these beautiful pictures. I just have one question, and it's about the natural disasters. I don't know, maybe the earthquakes, because I suppose that in Chile they are more frequent than for sure in Bogota.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about that, and how did you manage? Because, or if you have any story that can share with us, because I suppose that it was a really interesting to be adapted to that.
Well, yes, I wasn't here. I understand that the one that was pretty very bad was in 2010. That one was in a town that is called Constitución. But yeah, it's something that for me it's not nice. I mean, I'm still the ones that try to go to, because the first one that I felt, I was at the office and everyone was like so calm, you know. I was freaking out. I want to see my family again, and they were, please, Colombia, and nothing is going to happen. I was like, what are you talking about? All the classes were moving, the buildings were moving. I worked in I still work in a 14th floor. So when the moves stops, the all the buildings around there still moving. So for me, it's still shocking. I mean, it's something I have to get used to it because it's nothing that I can do. But the infrastructure here, the construction sector, I guess that they've been doing a pretty good job. So that's the important part. But and I have a second story that it was like something around like 3 a.m. in the morning, but I was living in a 17th floor. So that one, I really felt so bad. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, no, this is the end. And I woke up and my roommate was like, are you okay? But I was freaking out. And she was, don't worry. She saw my face and she got relaxed. You know, she was like, you don't have to freak out. Everything's going to be fine. And I went to the office and I was the only one that couldn't back to sleep. They slept like perfectly, but I couldn't. So yeah, it's something that I had to get used to it. Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I suppose that it will be really a new experience, because in Bogota we don't have this kind of
No, we don't.
situation. So that was my wonder about to live in Chile.
No. And
It's
if we
hard.
do, we have to go downstairs, check that everyone is okay. This doesn't happen here. It's like they know that everything is okay, so they don't move. They just be still.
Okay, so thank you so much. It was a really interesting presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Who's making the next question, please? Because we have in this session 4 minutes left before going to the second part. So, what about Juan David? Do you want to make a question, please?
Yes, of course. Thank you very much, Angela, for your forum, for all this information. And I have a question. You were in Chile when they approved the government. I love politics. It's something that I want to study,
Oh.
political science. So this question is related with that. You were in there when they approved to change the constitution of the dictatorship?
Yeah, because that was actually almost 2 years ago. Actually, when during this process of, I mean, I say we, but there are some people that
Yes.
they are writing the new constitution. It was in October 2019
Mhm.
when all those like social movements start to coming up. I guess that it's pretty intense. When you talk with Chileans about Pinochet, you gotta be careful because there are people that loves him, and there are people that, of course, they don't like him. It's something like that. Um, um, we're in this process that we don't know what is coming next. Besides all about Pinochet, it's Chile, like if we compare Chile with other South American countries, it has like better GDP, the infrastructure is much better, and all of this is thanks to Pinochet, because this economic model that he created and he established in Chile. However, of course, it's the income. It's pretty like the difference between the highest income and the lowest income is huge. So I guess that is something that they have to work on. But I don't know. For me it was pretty intense that October from December. It was like we had curfew.
Yes.
We couldn't like go out. It was like the curfew was around 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. As all those protests were in downtown in Santiago mainly. Uh, it's sad because that part of the city now it's not like nice anymore, because still on Fridays they go and protest. There are a lot of like violence. So, I mean, I really hope that with this new constitution, things can work out for everyone, to the economic as well. I guess that they have to think about the companies because still they're the ones that are producing, that they have jobs. And now, before the pandemic, it's still worse. So it's something like they're working on. So I will tell you later.
Okay,
Okay, thank you very much.
thank you. Please, students, let's go to the second part because this one is over. So I meet you guys in the second part, please. All of you, wait there. Okay, let's go.